That dragon head is fit behind us.
Dragon head?
Yeah.
Put me where? Just hanging?
Sit it behind us. Peace, y'all. Can y'all hear us good? Give us a moment. We're still setting up. We got weirdos in the building. No, we can get it. I'm just chatting with them now while we get finished setting up. What? I told you, babe, it's 8:15. If I tell you we going live at 8:15, we going live at 8:15. You know I got fire under my butt. Fist iron. You sure?
I'm straight.
Hold on, man. I worked too hard to get these candles to stay. I want these crystals to get charged up out of this conversation. You can sit in over here. Okay, you gotta stick a thumb tape right there. There's something in the drawer right there. Just you put it right here. By the candles.
Y'all bear with us. One moment.
We trying to get the magic flowing. We don't want to bring out no bullshit tonight. We trying to bring out some heat. We trying to get literal up in this thing. It's just 11 people in here. Oh shit, some people finna miss out. Cause y'all already know what we finna do. We finna build together. Live meditation, live tarot card reading. We getting it in. We want to get all down in your root chakra business. We want to dig up some shit you didn't know was in there. So just give us a moment. We almost set up. And we get to vibe with our family, with our tribe. Real shit over here, you know? Soul transformation. It's not a game. This is not a game. This is a lifestyle, right? This is a lifestyle. Just listen to the music, chill. We coming. We got to get it on in on because our babysitter made it very clear to us that we couldn't pull the shenanigans that we had before. It's a school night, y'all. Y'all know what it is. trying to be conscious parents. Ernest over here being extra. He can't do a simple setup.
It just ain't gonna work.
I know, baby. It's okay. Ashe, Empress Goddess. Yes. Who is in here with me? Ashe, you the corrector. Look at you. You got first. I see you. Love. Peace and love. Peace and love, Tebow Love 50. I love the red rose. Yes. Oh, I gotta go get my red rose now. I got a whole bouquet of roses. Yes, peace. Peace, Flex. What's up, Flex? Flex over here graduating and shit. I be seeing you on other people's channels, Flex. I be getting a little bit jealous sometimes. I can be a little bit possessive about my tribe. I'm just messing with you. I was watching the same thing you was watching, Flex. Who else in here? Salute, Bronze. What's up, Bronze? Flat Power King. Ashe. Yes. Peace, Keita. 111. I see you. Ashe. Root Chakra. You got the drums up in there. I see you, Empress. Peace, Leslie. No, baby, you just don't color people time. You was right on time. You ain't late. We late. We late. We on the time schedule. Let me get me a sip of tea. And then I want see. I wish I could see y'all beautiful faces. We're gonna do a Zoom real soon so we can see y'all, you know? Alright, baby. That's good enough for you.
Oh yeah. What's going on? Y'all know what it is. Y'all are now rocking with Cam and Ernest. About to get ready to go in. Man, hope everybody been doing good, man. Hope y'all making the best of. If y'all hadn't go to the website and open up the show notes, that way you can follow along with us and read with us.
Your laptop, you can try to use that too.
I'm just gonna have it on.
All right.
What the receptivity like?
Let's see. I don't know. I'm gonna find out. Hopefully receptivity good. Let's see.
Open up my phone too.
Hold on, y'all. It's been a minute. We're using a different app today, so bear with us. We're trying to thank you, Flex. Always on point, brother.
Oh, thank you, Leslie. Blessings to you. Yeah. May that return come back to you 30, 60, 100-fold. And more success with all of your business, all of your endeavors.
Ashe.
Yeah.
Yes. Getting our screen set up for our topic tonight. Okay. Almost got it going. We can get into this. So as y'all know, we're going to be talking about the root chakra tonight. We just got to stay on this topic because every time we think we have surpassed any of the blockages and issues programming to the root chakra, we get taken right back down to the root chakra. Yep. So this is what we want to expound and discuss with y'all today. So important. Okay. All right. There we go. Yes. Thank you for the offering. I see. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, Flex, you are the first moderator. Flex be out hunting for the people who awakening for real.
Mm-hmm.
He be like, yeah, let me get with that. Let me assist that. We love that. Thank you. So what's up, y'all? We're gonna get into the root chakra. I had such an amazing meditation this morning. I'm a little shiny and oily because we've been out. Like I fell in the bucket of church's grease, chicken grease. That's what my grandmama used to tell me. Girl, you fell in the bucket of chicken grease. But okay, nevertheless, we're gonna get into the root chakra because I don't know if you like us. Peace to you, wherever you are. If you are new, thank you for joining us. Yeah. Thank you for spending time with us.
Appreciate y'all.
We got a whole setup going on. Like we got the crystals. We charge our crystals under our meetings. So when I use crystals and potions and people are like, damn, what you doing with your potions? Like I buy potions from people and, I just really been blessed to come from a long line of witches. And so it was just like, why don't you charge the crystals under the energy of when y'all meet up? Because some real powerful shit happens when y'all collaborate your energies and your intellect and your consciousness. So I was like, damn, that's great. So I've been doing that, and it's definitely, to me, it's been making the potions have their whole, have a lane of their own as far as frequency. So yes, you have been involved. Yeah, you've been involved. So thank you for being involved in this whole process. So, first, I want to tell you all that in meditation today, I found out some shit that was shocking. If you practice astral projection, it's exciting to do it and project yourself into other realities, other dimensions. I like to project myself into the plants and shit like that, into crystals. It's something that you have to practice, but you can master this. If you haven't started, start. It's no point in decalcifying your pineal gland, and you're not going to allow it to do what it was placed there to do. It's been dormant, right? So we're awakening. So I astral projected into my root chakra this morning. This is the first time that it came to me to do this. So I'm going to share this with everybody else. So I put my third eye potion on like I do every morning. And I sit and I just give gratitude to everything that I possibly can. Your very first breath should always be gratitude of something. So I don't care if you wake up and you late. You like, oh shit. Thank you. Gratitude that I could even breathe and say, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, it's really simple. You know, it's really simple. And so words of power and the frequency and attaching a feeling to that, emotion to that, right? What it does is vibrationally, it changes the setup for your day. So you could have a really, really, really bad, shitty day. But because of the way you wake up and the energy that you offer as an offering for when you wake up to being thankful for waking up, it can shift what happens during your day. I believe that car wrecks can be avoided by doing this. I believe that some of the terrible things that you see happen on the internet and the news, I believe some of these things can be avoided by doing this. And I was just telling Ernest, I was just like, we need another class on protection, a modernized version. So then it came to me and was just like, your number one protection outside of your ancestors, of course, is your root chakra. It's like, okay, let me astral project into my root chakra, because obviously it has a lesson it wants to teach to the oracle to share with our tribe. I went into my root chakra and my root chakras just started talking to me. My root chakra started reminding me of times where people convinced me to say yes to some things that I didn't really want to do. This could be parents. This could be exes. This could be children, whoever. So, you know, I was just like, okay, I don't see how that's a big deal, but I get that. My root chakra was like, every single time you do this, you sign away some of your sovereignty. You're giving you're forfeiting the future that you could have, and you're bargaining. You're using some of your stability as a bargaining chip, because you were raised by a narcissist, you were abused, and so you are a people pleaser. But you don't know how to please yourself. You're just now getting comfortable with soothing yourself, pleasing yourself, and this includes self-pleasure. This includes masturbating. This includes rubbing the parts of your body that you don't like and giving love to it. This includes all of that. This includes letting your shadow know you a low down motherfucker. But I love you because I understand that you came into my life when there was no one to protect me. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can coexist. But I run this. So, you know, the root just was speaking and teaching these lessons. So I was like, okay, I get that. Let me address that. So address your relationships. If your ex has been popping up in your dreams, and I know that they probably have, because it happens. They pop up in the middle of your day. You ride past their asses. Because it happened to Ernest.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, you know, I thought I was completely done with that. I ride past you, and it triggers some emotions. I don't know. I can't really tell if I want to smack you, cuss you out, wave at you, and call you a bitch when I drove out. I really don't know. You know, shit come up. So when this stuff come up, when your exes pop up, when they call you, when they DM you, this is an opportunity for you to be like, is there anything left in my root chakra that they left behind? So it's like, okay, I need to clear that. How? How do I clear this? How do I clear some of the things that happened to me as a child? Can I get a pillow to sit on? This is kind of hurting my tailbone. Anyway, so I've been working with Lilith. I've been working with Tiamat. These are some of my dark goddess matrons, right? Which is why we have the dragon behind us. This is symbolic representation of that energy. It's a very primordial energy. So as I'm working on the root, let me get comfortable, y'all. Hold on. Yeah. I think this will be good. Okay. Yeah, that's better. So as I'm getting comfortable with having this communication, I go into the underworld. I go into my shamanic meditation. Some of you might be like, how the hell is you doing all of this? If y'all want us to do a class or Zoom or something and teach it, just let us know and we'll walk you through it. You know what I'm saying? We'll walk you through the process. Okay? Y'all got to let us know. When we get enough people saying that they want to participate in something, then we can create the time and space to do it. Because it takes money, it takes energy, time and space to do it. So anyway, Raul, the ancient tree spirit that I speak to, so I got some things I want to teach. So the blog that I posted today, I literally wrote all of that this morning from meditation. If you could pull it up, because I'm going to let you read it.
Okay.
And so Raul says to me, y'all don't realize who Satan is. I'm like, what the hell Satan got to do? I'm trying to work on my root chakra heal, and I would like to bring some information to our family. You know what I'm saying? To our soul tribe that maybe they haven't heard anywhere else. And he was like, okay. So when you're dealing with the spirit realm, right? Especially these ancient spirits, you have to come with the innocence of a child. You can't have any judgment to what you're hearing, seeing, and experiencing, because that's just going to block you off from being able to have communication to where it's an actual conversation. It's a dialogue and not a monologue. So Raul says to me, Satan is your root chakra. I'm like, I don't understand. Satan is your root chakra. I was like, okay, explain this to me. You all were raised into a tradition, most of you. And even if you wasn't, this affected you. Because the monotheistic religions, they have a stronghold, right, on the 3D matrix. So you impacted just by being born in the 3D matrix. So the root chakra is Satan, the adversary. So the adversary is actually the one who's rebellious. It's actually the one who questions everything and accepts nothing. The root chakra is that part of you that was rebellious enough to ask questions that end up on our lives right now. So the root chakra is the adversary, and it was painted as the enemy to man. But that's because in order for them to be able to have power over us, they would have to shake up the foundation and cause instability, to cause us to not feel secure. When catastrophes would happen, trauma would happen in your personal life, wounds, generational trauma, all of these things was to make us feel like this adversarial energy was wrong. Maybe you got whooped for asking questions. Maybe you know what I'm saying? Maybe you lost friends when you got on this path. So this began to make sense. Satan is symbolic of the root chakra. So I was like, okay, coming from my background, I spent much of my time casting out Satan. Yes, you were locking down your root chakra. You were locking your root chakra in a state of imbalance. I'm like, whoa, this shit is deep. And then it gave you a savior, whether it was Allah, whether it was Jesus, Yeshua, whatever. This was given to you to take the place of your higher self and your lower self having this integration, to be integrated with your shadow self. So the reason why the root chakra has this pyramid shape with the tail, that is the extension of the base of your spine. So I'm going to give you something really dope, and then we're going to get into the rest of this. I was going to wait to the end, but I can't wait because it's just too good. So what happens when you get in a situation and you're starting to feel like you're starting to feel unsafe. You're starting to feel unstable. You're starting to feel like you don't have control of your emotions. You're starting to feel like, you know how sometimes you just feel like somebody just keep messing with you, and you just like, I feel this person really gets under my skin, whatever it may be that's going on. It could be your kids, sometimes your kids, sometimes your spouse. You know, it is what it is. Whatever situation it is, maybe you pull up to the house and it's the eviction notice on the door. I don't know, but when you get in any situation where you are uncomfortable, where you feel awkward, where you feel afraid, where fear starts to come up, because for a lot of us, when it comes to being intimate for real, fear comes up. This is because of the programming and the trauma. So it could just be a moment of you trying to really be intimate and bond with yourself or someone else. When that comes up, visualize your root chakra, the base of your spine, which is shaped like a scorpion stinger. 10 years ago in the anatomy book, it wasn't like that. On the new earth, it's like that in the anatomy book. You can go look it up if you hadn't been paying attention to it. You're going to visualize that extending out of your body into a tail, just like Satan's tail. And the apex, or the arrow shape, which is really a pyramid, that is the ability for that energy to be an accurate antenna. So you can transmit the energy of the security that you have created within yourself. If you don't feel like you have it within yourself in that moment, and you're like, you know what, I'm going to allow the security and stability that I have given to myself through my own soul work, I'm going to allow that to fill my auric field right now, so that this, what's happening outside of me, is not going to throw me off my square. In that moment, you're just going to visualize this happening, okay? Your reality externally may change, but your temperament may be the main thing that changes, and you find yourself being more in control of yourself, okay? Being more in control of what fear causes you to do. You can feel fear and not obey it. We don't have to obey fear. You can feel it and disobey it. This is the adversary energy. We need this energy to be able to break the programming. This was just so good. So when I woke up out of this meditation, because I ended up nodding off, I recorded it. I'm going to make this recording available to y'all, and has a lot more details in it. But I just wanted to give y'all that bit so that we can get into what we're going to get into, because we have limited amount of time and a lot of information to cover. So you may want to take some notes. You might want to replay this and take some notes, but I feel like it's going to be some stuff that can be major and transformative.
If you got any questions in regards to the subject, anything that we're discussing, anything that may have came to you, in the past few days, weeks, whatever, drop the question and in the chat. And what we'll do, we got a few moderators, myself and Flex right now. We'll make note of it, and we'll definitely try to address it. If we don't address it in the live, don't be bothered. We'll definitely address and get clarity and an answer for your question. And then whether we respond in this chat thread, in the next few days or whatever, but definitely we will respond to you. All right. So thank you for your questions, y'all. They are so necessary, because it just helps to aid all of our journey, aid all of our development. So, yeah.
So before Ernest get into that, I want to do a quick meditation with y'all, which was based off of Raul, just teaching me, working with Lilith, her teaching me. She's all about empowerment. She's not just for women. Her energy is all about empowerment and liberation. Getting back your ability to say fuck everybody, except myself. Sometimes you need to do that. Yeah. You really do. Like, real talk, you do. So, if you are not driving, if you're not operating machinery, and you're in a safe place, close your eyes, and it'll take about 2 to 3 minutes. And I just want to get us grounded before we get into the rest of this, so that you retain all of this information. Because there's a whole lot of entities that's always stealing energy and information to keep us from really being able to solidify ourselves into the higher dimensions of consciousness, okay? All right. So close your eyes and just take a deep breath. Fill your belly with the breath, and wrap this breath all around your heart and your ribs, okay? Blow it out. Make a sigh. If your belt tight like mine, unloose your belt. So you want to really expand your stomach and push your stomach out. Okay? Let's do it again. Now I want you to visualize the base of your spine extending into the ground, through the floor, wherever you are. If you're sitting on carpet or hardwood, imagine it going through the hardwood or the carpet, through the concrete, through the foundation of the building that you may be in, through the ground. You're now going through the sediment of rock, going through the clay, going through maybe the mud. Maybe you are even passing sewage pipelines. The more you can visualize details, the more you can really have the full experience. Be creative. Continue to go down. Maybe you're going past roots of trees. Continue to go down. Continue to go down until you get into a huge cave in the core of the earth. Now here, there are fire agates. These are deep red, orange crystals. You're going to wrap this cord around the crystals. Just keep wrapping. Keep wrapping until you feel secure that you have wrapped this cord around this crystal enough to anchor you. Once you are anchored, now I want you to send any thoughts, send anything that could have been on your mind concerning you, bothering you. You're going to send that down into the cord, into Mother Earth to transmute it. So just imagine light or darkness, whatever resonates, going down through your body, through the cord from the base of your spine into the core of Mother Earth, and going inside of this crystal. And the crystal just begins to light up in the inside as you're filling this crystal with this energy that Mother Earth is so ready to transmute on your behalf, turning this into something that is beneficial. Yeah. Every thought that comes into your mind, send it down. Don't judge it. No need to be upset if you can't control your mind in this moment. Just send the thoughts down and allow them to be transmuted. Continue to deep breathe. This is very important. You should begin feeling more calm, more grounded, more relaxed, more in your body. Make sure that you feel your body, that you can feel yourself sitting in your body, whatever your body is sitting on, a chair or the floor or the bed or wherever you are, the couch. Just imagine the sensation of being fully present in your body, that you can feel the vibration in your feet with the energy coming up from the core of Mother Earth into you. This is the life force energy. You are allowing the Kundalini energy to move. It was created to move. It was not created to remain coiled all the time. Just allowing it to move. It doesn't have to rise up. Just allowing it to move. All right. I hope that y'all were able to visualize that with us. I hope that you are feeling more connected now. And now we can get into the teaching. Yeah. So how y'all feeling? Could y'all feel the grounding energy? This is how powerful your third eye is. And I'm seeing a lot of people got a lot of synchronicity and alignment. That's so perfect. That's so perfect. And the dream that you had, Flex, we're going to get into that more. I got some information as to exactly how the egregor Jesus impacted the root chakra. Oh my goodness. Like when I tell you that damn potion, I don't know. I'm just really thankful, you know. But yeah, we're going to get that ready for the next show. Yeah. Because that's going to be triggering for some people. Some of y'all still got just a little bit, you know, because we got a little bit of that stuff in us too.
Exactly.
That shit generational. So you ain't going to get rid of it in a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. It's going to take some time. Yeah. Be patient with yourself.
That's the key.
Oh, y'all can feel it good. Yeah, I've been really working with her. I'm like, y'all, I need you to come through. Mama, come through for the people who are having a hard time connecting, you know? So if I connect, then I can help you guys connect. All right?
So if, as we've been talking about lately and a lot of the posts that we've been sharing, you know that the subject that we're talking about is basically dealing with trauma. It's dealing with healing, but it's dealing with being able to go to the root of where a lot of the trauma is embedded in us, and that is the root chakra. And so there is a blog. If you have not had an opportunity, y'all can go and take a look at the blog that Cam uploaded. And it's entitled Healing the Root Chakra is the most important and most powerful way to awaken 5D love. And you all know that in order to be able to give love and show love and express love, it has to come from within. And so the only way that we can be able to do that is when we're totally consumed by love. And that starts again within. And so we've talked about in the past some different exercises and some different practices that we do in order to bond with one another, in order to continue to awaken. And this particular chakra is just at the root of it. And so I'm gonna go ahead and read some of this blog, and we'll continue. A new practice for better bonding. Now, we talked about honest moments was the beginning of one of the techniques we teach for twin flames and soulmates. But this can be helpful for anyone on the path to awakening your authentic self. The ability to bond with your higher and lower self also applies to this. So if you're single, not in a twin flame soulmate relationship or reunion, don't worry. It's not leaving you out. This is definitely right on time for you as well. Now, the shadow work has given a deeper dimension of bonding moments. And boy, y'all, when you doing this shadow stuff, whether you, look, it don't matter if you fully embracing it or if you are running from yourself, that should be scary. You know what I'm saying? And it is major. Now, the shadow work has, again, given a deeper dimension of bonding moments. Permission to be negative without being judged moments are transformative. I'm going to say that again. Permission to be negative without being judged moments are very transformative. This is done by holding sacred space with each other or with each part of yourself, your higher and lower self. In this sacred space, we will unload all negative things we repress or are ashamed of, expressing for fear of being judged. Sometimes the way we judge ourselves is worse than the judgment from others. In my experience, the critical self-talk is worse in my mind. Thus, my reality is molded by the negative self-talk. So my perception of the world is negative, and focusing on the positive seems impossible. In these moments, we must strip down butt naked, being vulnerable, and point at the things we perceive as flaws within ourselves instead of trying to hide the flaws. That was one of my biggest issues, that I would try to hide my flaws. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, you know what I'm saying? I just think that it was just being ashamed of certain things, you know what I'm saying? You feel like, or me personally, I'm feeling like that I should be further along, or I shouldn't even be dealing with these type of issues because I'm grown and I'm, you know what I'm saying? I've been holding it down, doing this and doing that for so many years, to come back and find that, you know, I got a lot of issues that really, really arrest me in a lot of ways.
Arrest the development.
Yes, it arrests our development. You know what I'm saying? And it's like being shackled emotionally. It's being shackled emotionally. It shackles you and locks you down spiritually and physically. You know what I'm saying? They all go hand in hand.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely don't hide your flaws. Notice when Adam and Eve became separate from God, they self-realized the reality of their butt nakedness. They began hiding in the areas of themselves that are the origin of union, the place of creation. The root and sacral chakra became imbalanced. Y'all can relate to that because according to the story, they hid their genitals. That's what they were ashamed of. man, how
Yeah.
ironic is that? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
It's true.
Yeah, that a lot of times that be some of the shame and some of the things that we carry. You know what I'm saying? Wow.
I wish we had more time. We might have to do a part 2, but we're going to keep going through this.
This state of separation from God, goddesshood, which is actually separation from our higher selves, or God integration with our higher selves, can only be attained when we self-realize. Be butt naked, without fig leaves, and just be honest with ourselves and our spouses, if that's possible. If you don't have a relationship that allows for this practice, do it with yourself. It's no less powerful. It's actually more powerful than if you actually had somebody else to do it with, because it will allow you to master yourself, accept yourself, flaws and all, as you get to know yourself. This will actually allow your soulmate or your twin flame to reunite with you. Because basically all you're doing is you're working on yourself and getting to the place of, law of attraction is just that. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter if we're attracting something from a negative standpoint or whether we are attracting something that we actually desire. But wherever your energy goes, that's where energy flows. And so this will allow you to bond yourself with the depths of yourself. We know this is hard, so we're creating a potion for root chakra healing that will tantalize your senses, awaken the security that comes from the grounding energy of the Great Mother and her daughter, Earth, aka Gaia. And y'all know what to expect. As physical incarnates of Isis and Osiris, our heart and soul goes into anything we can do to resurrect love, which must be done, again, by first healing the root chakra.
There's no way around it. There's no way around it. Like, the root chakra is Satan. The root chakra has been demonized. The development has been arrested. Even with the New Age movement, they have tricked us and made us focus on the upper chakras, feeling like the upper chakras was the key to getting out of this bitch. It's not. It's a key, but the main key is the root chakra. It's stability. It's security. You want to make it bigger? Just zoom in with your fingers.
Oh, okay. It's already on screen. Okay.
And then once you hit that, it's going to...
So,
So with the coronavirus, with this pandemic, everything that's happening, the cashless society, we can't take change, you gotta wear a mask. All of this is to make us feel unstable, to make us feel like we gotta fight to survive, to make us feel fear.
Yep.
See, they not going after doomsday preppers because it plays into what they want to do, which is cause fear. And love is so much more powerful. So that love for yourself is going to come by you venturing into your root chakra. What stories do your root chakra want to write? How many times did you have sex with a woman and she's saying no, 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 and you just kept going? How many times did you have an uncle look at you inappropriate? He didn't have to touch you. Just look at you a certain way. Because only 10% or less of our communication is verbal, right? So you got 70, I would say 70, 80, 90% and up energetic communication. We've already been telepathic. It's why when somebody walk up behind you, you can feel it. We've already been telepathic. We're just becoming conscious of it, and we're learning how to be deliberate creators of these spiritual gifts that have been dormant within us, but peeking out sometimes. You got to go into what you fear. See, the power is not in getting rid of the fear. The power is being able to feel the fear, experience the fear, and still make a decision that's not based on the fear. To get out of fight or flight. The news the updates we get to our phone want us to always make us feel like we are running from lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. Ain't nobody safe. Hide your mama, hide your kids. They played that over and over. I was like, what? Okay, he's an interesting fellow. I'm a little intrigued. But why are they playing? Why they don't play our videos on the news and loop them? You know? There's an intention behind that. So, whether you are middle path, right-hand path, left path, you're still on the love and light thing. I mean, all of it is okay because it's your process. A true guide,
Soul journey, yeah.
True guide would never tell somebody else that their process is wrong, because your kingdom is not my kingdom. Who are we to tell you what's wrong for you? So, practice listening to yourself. Practice paying attention to the things that don't make you feel safe. So when we were taking communion as children, a lot of us who had to go to church, that was an attack on the root chakra. Every time you ride past a fast food restaurant and you look at those colors, that is an attack on the root chakra. The root chakra has been abused and misused. And so the unseen forces within this realm who are assisting the powers that be, they siphon that energy. They loose that fear. So you need to tell yourself, look, it is your responsibility to feel safe. It is your responsibility to cultivate stability. Your finances, you in debt. Okay, we know it. We know. But it's okay. This is you talking to yourself, but it's okay. Everything eventually is going to work out for me because it always does. Think about all the things that you went through, that you survived, that you didn't think you was going to survive when you was in the middle of it. And now you sitting here watching this now. Don't allow your memory to be wiped of the stuff that you conquered. It don't matter if you came out the other side wounded and broken, not feeling whole anymore, feeling like certain relationships took a piece of you. You can get it back. You can get it back. So by healing the root chakra, this is soul retrieval. Another simple way, the colors that you wear. If you want to set intention to heal the root chakra, you see the colors that I decided to wear today. And then also, let me show y'all what we got going. You could get you some candle magic going. You know? You could get you some candle magic going. And just sit with these candles and focus on their energy. And those are the crystals that we're going to use for y'all too. Just so y'all know what y'all getting. It's like, you know. So, with that being said, try not, as we go into the rest of this year, if you don't do nothing else, talk to yourself. You could be, I have had times where I was in such negligent, emotionally abusive relationships. I was just shut down and shut off and be numb. And that's not where you want to be. You can't live numb. So you want to talk to yourself. Tell yourself you're safe. If you could be in a relationship with somebody who don't support you being on this path. You know, everybody, what me and Ernest had, like, it's beautiful. Oh, but it's work 24/7. We don't get a break. Like, real talk. We don't get a break. Our shadow selves and our egos, they be like Tyson and who he getting ready to fight, Jones. Like, damn. Didn't y'all retire? Like, didn't we put y'all in retirement? Y'all finna fight again?
Didn't we just go through that? Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But it's part of the process.
Yeah. Yeah, it don't stop. It don't stop. That was one of the first things that I used to say when we started doing all of the more of the shadow work and stuff like that. I'd be like, man, this overwhelming. 'Cause this a lot.
You just had one of them about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Do we need to break up? What we need to do?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, no, nigga. No. There is no exit from this situation.
And you know what? That was just the ego. That was the ego saying,
scared.
Fly. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here. You know. Now we can do it. We ain't got to do all this. You know what I'm saying? But like you say, it's a lot of work because we parents. So you know what I'm saying? We find ourselves dealing with the challenges of parenting, conscious parenting at that.
Yeah.
Dealing with healing ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like we not just working on our relationship, we working on ourselves. So like we working on ourselves, we working on our relationship, we dealing with the children, we dealing with everything else that you can just imagine. And I'm pretty sure any of you, the challenges and things that y'all face, you know what I'm saying, day to day. So yeah, it's a lot of work, but we were built for this.
Absolutely.
We all built for this. So you know, yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm doing better at kicking my ego. And I ain't gonna even say kicking them to the curb, but really more so being like, yep.
You're a passenger.
But you got this. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Telling myself, I got this. You know what I'm saying? Because the ego, like she said, he's just that backseat driver that wants to drive. You know what I'm saying?
Telling you turn left.
Exactly.
You know the best way to go is right.
The speed limit 45. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got this. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So for those of you who are in relationships where you feel like your relationship is not really supporting you, going through the awakening process, do this practice with yourself. For those of you who are single, do this practice with yourself. For those of you who desire to be in a twin flame or soulmate reunion, eventually you got to get this work in. Otherwise, you're going to come into the relationship and then you're going to self-realize within the relationship how far behind you are. And then you're going to feel more pressure to get it done. So this is a great time to do. That's why a lot of y'all not in a twin flame soulmate reunion right now, because y'all it's meant for you all to go into it. It's like, it's not about what you can bring to the plate economically. We focus on that so much. What can you bring to the plate energetically? How can you bring some balance, ladies?
Because with your energy, y'all, you know what? Testimony. Our daughter, we got a few testimonies, but our daughter, she shared something, and I'll let you tell it. You tell it because you tell it better.
You go ahead.
Well, she just shared with Cam that she knows that as a couple that our calling is higher. You know what I'm saying? And our purpose for being together is we can't even imagine it, you know what I'm saying? But this is our daughter, and she looked at us and she saw that, she sees that. And so it was encouraging to us, you know what I'm saying? Even though we encourage ourselves, but it's still encouraging when you hear it from somebody outside of, you know, us. Yeah, so like when she said that, I was just like, wow, you know what I'm saying? It really hit me. It really hit me in the heart. So
yeah. That's
yeah.
real.
Yeah.
I was about to say, ladies, please stop having sex and you're not feeling like you're in alignment to do so. That's violation. Like the teaching, the traditions, the religions. If he don't get it from you, he'll get it from somewhere. Well, damn, if your ass feel like you need some disposable, recycle ass, second hand-me-down, Salvation Army ass yoni, then
Go
do your
get
thing.
it up. Yeah.
Just know there's going to be some repercussions. It's like that. When you feel stable and safe within yourself, you don't have to, out of fear, have sex out of fear. Because you can do that, and he can still be doing whatever else extramarital outside the relationship. So ladies, especially ladies, stop doing that. Okay? Please do not violate the goddess within you.
Yeah, she's speaking from a goddess perspective to all our womb men. But I'm gonna say this too though. Like if your love frequency is not matching, then that's everything that we're talking about. Like that's what she's talking about. Men, it's our responsibility to create the tone, set the tone, and as well as learn how to really ebb and flow, or really learn how to dance with this feminine energy, doing the dips and everything else, that's necessary. But it's our responsibility to create that type of conduciveness, if that's the word.
Productivity.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, it would never be a thing like your woman don't want to be with you because she just ain't feeling you. And so it's our responsibility to look into, and so that's it. All of this relates back to the root chakra healing.
Because if he got fear in him, it like I said 2 weeks ago, he was just like, maybe we just need to take a break and separate. Okay, that's gonna translate. I'm an oracle. I read energy. I read energy that hadn't even manifested in physical form yet. I go into the Akashic records for people and pull out information about their past lives and their ancestors and babies they hadn't even had yet. So I'm picking up on this stuff. I am a hard-ass woman to be with because you can't get shit past me. If there is an ounce of fear, lack of confidence, I'm afraid to be vulnerable. Men have been programmed to think I just show up with an erection and it's on. And it don't work like that, So we're going to we've been putting together a class, and we're going to teach a class on this. It's a mixture of sex magic, alchemy, transmutation. And this class is good for single people. Like I said, it's good for everybody. Because all of us are here to learn how to work with the divine feminine and masculine principles within ourselves.
Right.
So it applies to anybody who's awakening.
Put it like this: if you want to be better, like, I can only speak for myself. I just want to be better, like, in every aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't never approach a situation like, I don't need this or I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? I'm good in that area. If I'm good in that area, damn it, I want to be great. You know what I'm saying? If I'm great in that area, shit, I want to be the guru. You know what I'm saying? I want to master myself to that extent. And I know we all do, or we wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's see, anything else? And so, if you got fear, intimacy, look, if you don't know your love attachment, that's like number one. Y'all, we cannot be claiming to be woke. The esoteric, metaphysical, alchemical, learning about demons, archangels, Enochian language, sigils, all of that is great and it's necessary. But learning how to create real bonds, learning how to coexist with another soul he has his own everything. I cannot tell this man what to do and expect him to do it. When I tell him something, it's still up to him with his free will to see if he want to be in alignment with whatever I'm presenting to him. And that's okay. We have to give each other that space to do that because, again, we're a couple, but we're still walking our own paths. So when you don't know your love attachment, when you don't know if you're dismissive avoiding, if you're fearful avoidance, if you are anxious attachment, preoccupied attachment, if these words are foreign to you, please go and research this. Yeah. Maybe you are disassociative. A lot of us who experience trauma, for me, I don't like to be in my body.
Man.
It don't feel safe to be in my body. If your body was the vessel in which your ass got beat, if your body was the vessel in which you were punished, if your body is the vessel in which your virginity was taken before you were ready, if your body is the vessel that you've been with a man for 15 years and for 85% of that time that y'all been together, you only had sex because you were afraid that he would step out on you, you got a lot of trauma in your body. And so 9 times out of 10, you are disassociated from your own body because to exist in it is to have to feel all of that trauma and to experience those things. So this is what it means to go into the darkness, to go into the shadows. Y'all, we grown now, we woke. It's time for us to stop being afraid of the dark. The dark is where it's at. So I'm going to go to the Dark Goddess cards. Because, you know, I'm not going to play with y'all with no love and light today. We need darkness. And we need to feel comfortable venturing into that darkness. Your soul is the light.
Yeah.
You take that light with you everywhere you go. So go into that darkness. Practice getting back in your body. Do the visualization that we did, you know. Create your own. Talk to yourself. Help yourself to feel secure and stable. If you're in a relationship with somebody and they don't make you feel stable, I tell Ernest, I don't feel secure with you right now. I'm not gonna be physically intimate with you right now because I don't feel a connection with you right now. I don't feel like you are in your body right now. Do we have time to get into our bodies and connect and soul gaze and do these things first? If we ain't got time to do that, I'm not having mundane 3D sex. I'm just not doing it.
That makes it so much better.
But there are times where I have to put on my deification mask and be the sacred whore, and I'm going to try to alchemically use my energy to help you as Isis to Osiris, because you done lost your dick. You done lost your mojo, your wand, your power. You walking around with your head down and your tail tucking. I don't know if we can talk like this on YouTube, but if y'all know another platform we can get on and y'all go follow us, we'll go there because I got some shit I want to talk.
Oh, yeah.
I talk shit. I was very nasty mouth. You didn't know. But yeah, there are times where you have to do that. Like real talk. So being in a woman's body is not easy. Because sometimes we do have to be the sacred whore. Sometimes we do have to use our energy just to help our man to heal wherever he is. Because he could be in the dark night of the soul and he could be so deep in it, he can't pull himself up out of it. For somebody who has sexual trauma, that's very hard to do. I remind him all the time, like, you don't know how much work it takes for me to get myself fully present with you in those moments. You know? Is this good to y'all? Y'all like, share, and subscribe.
And so
donate. Give where you feel that you are being given sustenance.
I wanna
to keep the abundance going in your life.
I want to share. I just want to share a part of testimony from this week too. Just dealing with all of that, this whole subject is so important. You know what I'm saying, and we're gonna definitely follow up and be talking about it more. Probably doing some more breakdown, and I'm gonna be pushing myself and challenging myself to really do some videos where I explain my process and go through some of the experiences that I have had. But this one in particular that occurred this week, I happened to be in conversation with my dad, and in the conversation, I just wanted to get right to it and talk about some of the pain that I saw, some of the trauma that I experienced or whatever. And so I ended up bringing up an incident that occurred with he and my mother when I was like real young. I think I was no more than about 4 years old or something like that. And but they got to fighting or whatever. And so for me to see that and the extent of the fight, you know what I'm saying, it was very dramatic, very extreme, to the point that they had weapons on each other, you know what I'm saying? But gratefully they moved past all of that. They love each other, you know what I'm saying? They done had all of their challenges the rest of their days. They still together, you know what I'm saying? But me bringing this up to him, I didn't know how he was gonna take it, you know what I'm saying? But at this point now, it didn't bother me, and I just didn't care, because this was what I needed to do for myself. And so when I brought the whole issue up about the fight and all of that, and he stopped me, and he was like, "Son," he was like, "that incident that happened, that changed my life." He was like, and for a second I thought he was, you know what I'm saying, trying to deflect and draw the attention to something else because he wasn't wanting to accept the fact that, hey, this particular incident that happened over 40 some years ago came back to bite me in the ass, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? But he just went on to say how him seeing me in the moment, and this is what did it for me. He was like, I had picked up something and I was finna throw it, and he said, he looked in my eyes and he could see the terror in my eyes. And when he said that, it immediately brought me to tears. I just started crying. I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? All this time, never knowing that that's such a big deal. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit happened. But only up until I get to be in my late 30s and early 40s do I realize I got so many different patterns of tendencies that ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? These tendencies and issues ain't going anywhere. And then when I really look at it, I realize, oh, it's because of some of the trauma that you experienced. It's because of some of this or some of that. And so, to make a long story short, we talked about it. I cried. I feel so much better. Like for real. I feel so much better. The rest of the day, everywhere I went, it seemed like people just, they eyes bucked when they looked at me. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, it wasn't because I had on nothing or anything like that, but I believe that there was so much of a weight that had lifted off that I did have a different aura about myself, to the point to where, like I said, it demanded people's attention.
And let me say this, and for some of you, I know that you all don't have the opportunity to do that because maybe your parents have transitioned to the other side. Maybe you're in no contact with your parents. Maybe you don't know where your parents are. Maybe you are a foster child. I can relate to all of it. I've been in all of the situations in some shape, form, or fashion. And so you can visualize and do this as well and have the exact same impact. I cannot stress enough. Yeah. Please exercise your pineal gland. Exercise your third eye, aka the first eye. You want to exercise that. You have to practice. Now, Pythia is the dark goddess that I pulled. Pythia. Now, Pythia represents knowledge. It's a study, learn, absorb each word. Remember facts, senses stirred. Trust and share your knowledge wide. Sense the teacher that's deep inside. By the power of the dark goddess in me, protection in place, blessed be. A little knowledge can be a dangerous thing if not supported by wisdom. Your longevity of studying makes you the real deal. But are your teachers all they profess to be? Do you place trust in the knowledge that you hold? Or do you follow someone else's teachings? Pythia reminds you to seek answers directly from the source and not to rely too heavily on others. She will grant you access to a higher knowledge and the teachings of the wise one who have walked before. You may recognize these ancient ones as they visit you in the dream time and ask that you trust your intuition. Trust your knowledge, that it comes from within, from years of studying and dedication to a higher source of learning. Will you be poisoned by the forked-tongued words of others, or will you have the courage to share that which you truly know? It's time to become the oracle and let others hear your insightful counsel that is inspired by the goddess herself. This is the foresight. Investigate a teacher's credentials and experience before signing up. Studying will open up new opportunities. Stop relying on others to give you the answers. Deep within, you already know. Be open to receiving esoteric information because you have a natural ability to teach. For everyone that is awakening, this is the oracle of Delphi, this particular goddess. And so for everyone that is awakening, we all have an inner teacher. We all have an inner guru. So to master yourself is to be able to access this, you know? So yeah, see what people really about. We have not rushed out courses, classes, webinars. It's like the trendy thing to do. It's a lot of people are making really good income and living for themselves doing this, but we're not rushing it, you know, because we was just like, let's take our time, and we want people to know who we really are. We want people to know what we're really about. So when we do offer this, people are not going to even waste a moment and question, because we have allowed them to experience us in a level of vulnerability and transparency that a lot of people don't see, because everybody with the shit. Everybody want to look perfect. That's why I show up just how I wake up sometimes, just so y'all can see. This ain't even a full face. This is just, you know, a little foundation, a little blush, put on a little mascara. You know what I'm saying? This is simple. If I want to really get lit, I can get lit, you know. But there are times where I just need to be authentic and just in the skin that I'm in. This is what makes a teacher worthy of being a teacher. But I'm a student first. He's a student first. We all are. Some of you, the people that y'all follow, or maybe you enjoy watching their videos, when I do y'all readings, oh my goodness, y'all have a plethora of different like strengths and spiritual gifts. And that's why I love what I do, because I've never been the kind of person like to tear people down. I don't mind digging through your shit and being like, damn, I found a pearl. I dug through 20 turds to get to this damn pearl. But look, I don't even want you to focus on the 20 turds. Like I don't know why I'm using an example. But for real, because life throw a lot of shit at you. You know, it's a lot of shit. And sometimes you got to dig through that shit to find a treasure in it. Treasure will always be in the shit.
But you know what though? I mean, you know, that analogy is man, that's so important and so real to.
Thank you for the donation.
Our own situation.
Like, I'll come back to you.
She says she don't mind going through somebody else's shit, but how many of us don't even be wanting to go through our own shit? You know what I'm saying? We look at our own mess and don't want to touch it. You know what I'm saying? Let alone you talking about looking at someone else's mess and touching it.
Or somebody touching your mess with you.
Yeah.
You're like, you digging through my shit, like, ugh. You know?
And we share it, yeah. That's but we
like
soulmates like that.
Yeah. So we got Maeve was the next dark goddess. I went ahead and pulled 3 since a lot of y'all have been having 3 synchronicity. Maeve, and she represents determination.
Beautiful
okay?
shit. Yeah.
Right. So with the knowledge, you want to apply determination to work through these wounds, okay? To work through these wounds. Determination is what's going to be required for you to get through the shadow aspects of this. The shadow self is worthy of respect, okay? But you really do have to have determination.
Yep.
You have to be like, I know I don't feel like it, but I'm about to do this meditation. With determination, I'm finna get it done.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I gotta go within and seek the answer. Why can't I just, whatever has been easy for you, it's a good time to pull away from what's been easy and go more into the things that require determination, so that you can begin training that part of yourself to rise to the challenges that this world is going to continue to throw at us. Because this is what we came here to do. We came here to transmute. All right? The next goddess that I pull so perfectly, can't make it up, Gaia. She represents creation. We talked about Gaia. I had a dream about a goddess that came to me with a white anaconda wrapped around her to help me heal my wound, which is really, really special. It's so much I haven't shared with y'all. I can't wait till we can do deeper builds and classes and stuff, and I can share a lot of these things. But again, this is key. Like, your heart is beating right now because of the electromagnetic field and Schumann's resonance allowing the bioelectrical energy within your body to work properly. This is a beautiful dance between magnetism and electricity, between divine feminine and divine masculine energy. We have to respect the mother. The mother has been disrespected, and her wrath has showed up. She ain't playing no games. So for those who are willing to go into, for her to allow us to visualize going into her core, that is her womb. That is from which creation comes. Y'all know how sacred that is? Don't underestimate it because you're sitting in a room by yourself doing it in your mind and you feel like it's not some special big shit. That is a major event. I would dare to say that every time you visualize this event is bigger than the crucifixion of Christ that many of us learned about. Because guess what? We got to crucify, but not crucify itself. We got to crucify the programming and the indoctrination that detached us from that part of you that is the extension of Source, here to co-create that God part of you. So when I do readings, I am building and investing myself and my energy into building up the part of you that is sovereign, that nobody can take power away from, tell what to do, and tell you how to think. For you to take your mind back, for you to take your power back. I don't do readings so people become dependent on me. So many people who got readings from me, and we had a season, and then we have a season where I don't hear from them for a year. That's how it should be. And they know to call me when they really need to, you know. This is how it should be. A true oracle doesn't want people to need her. I want to give you tools so that you can go out and so that you can begin changing the grid system by anchoring your own wisdom and sharing it with people. So thank y'all. This has been beautiful. We did everything we said we would do. Our candle's still going over here. We're still charging these crystals. So I'm going to be making a potion. We actually have rocks. We have stones from the mountains of Sedona, Arizona, which is one of the strongest vortexes in the world. This is what's going to be contained in these potions. You will have an option to get the crystal with the potion, or you can just get the potion. So all this week, I'm going to be charging these and getting these ready. So if you want to do this, go ahead and get yourself ready. That's what I'm telling you now, to give you time to get situated. I know how it is. Sometimes you got a budget, you know. You can't just be all willy-nilly with your money. We get it. You know, some of y'all are in the overflow financially, but you're not in the overflow spiritually, energetically. And so this potion will be great for you as well. So yes, we're going to be working on that this week. Thank y'all for the likes, the shares, the subscribes. Thank y'all for the donations. We got meditations coming. We have somebody that is mastering and mixing our stuff for us. He's part of the tribe.
More
What's up,
merchandise.
Tim? More merchandise. The Wink If You Woke shirts are available. You can get them in red now, since we're focused on the root chakra. We're coming into the fall, so we'll be making sure that y'all have some jumpsuits, you know, jogging suits, things like that, track suits to wear as it's getting cooler. You know, so y'all got that drip to let the world know, like, yeah, I'm a weirdo and I love that shit. I don't want to be normal. Normal, that's offensive. Did you just cuss me out? Don't call me normal. Your ass might get roasted. I'm a weirdo because I don't fit in.
That's
and
right.
I'm not a clone.
That's right. Well, I want to say this, and then I guess we'll close it. But as it relates to, I see Sightseer Lounge, you asked that question, I'll be replacing the religious programming for another type of programming, and that answer is yeah. But that answer is you are the programmer, and so you reprogramming your subconscious to work best for you. You know what I'm saying? You're not operating and moving based on a programming that has already been pre-installed, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? No, you're wiping it clean and you got a fresh operating system to work with, and you're able to put everything on that operating system or within that operating system that's going to be beneficial to you as you move and navigate in life. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely.
All right, y'all. So this has been great. I don't know how many likes we got. We should definitely have as many likes as we got people in here. Get them likes up so people can find us. If y'all think that the content that we bring is really transformative, make sure that other people have an opportunity to experience this.
Yeah.
We got some stuff up our sleeve. So we finna, like, soon as we get off here, we finna get on to that.
Thank you, Yuna.
The winner, we are going to be announcing the winner really soon. We wanted the winner to be someone who is active on the website, someone who comments, someone who likes, shares, someone who messages us. We just want to see people being active in the community, maybe sharing posts that you found, sharing links, sharing videos, information that you found. Those who have been the most active, we're going to go over this and we're going to announce the winner. And so you'll get a prize. But we can't tell y'all how much we appreciate y'all enough. Y'all don't even understand the amount of love that we have. We have people from Honolulu, Hawaii. We have people from, let's see, Africa, Nigeria. We have people from Ghana. We have people from Canada. We have people from, oh my God, I mean, the list goes on. I was looking at this morning. And I was just like, oh my goodness, like this is the 144,000. That number was not meant to be specific. That number was meant to point us into a certain frequency of the 144,000, which is the 72,000 nadis or circuits of energies within the body of the divine feminine incarnate and the divine masculine. When it comes together, you have 144,000. And I could keep going on and on because this is all inside your brain too. You are the sacred geometry. You are the temple. You are the third temple being rebuilt. Jerusalem is within you. As within, so without. So thank you for the love. People from France. People, I mean, all over the world. Saudi Arabia. I'm like, damn, people over there is feeling us. Like, that's what's up. That's love. So we believe that you all are helping us do this. We don't know how to run advertisement. We don't know how the hell people create a YouTube channel and then they got 1 million subscribers 2 months later. I'm like, what the hell we doing wrong? I'm watching that shit like, well, we learned that shit 10 years ago. You know, but you know, I'm not saying timing. Yeah. So thank y'all, because the more y'all, you know, hit that algorithm with us and sharing this, it helps us, because we don't run ads. We want the community of people that's here to be here because you authentically resonate with this soul work, self-realization, self-actualization, leading to self-mastery and self-deification. That's what it's all about. Healing for real. Like for real. So we love y'all. Thank you. Yes, check out the website. We have the third eye potion on there. It's not sold out anymore. It's selling out really fast. So if you want to get it so you can really get in with your lucid dreaming, your astral projections, opening your third eye, get that potion. When I tell you I take my time, it takes me months to make these potions. That's why they so spread out. But yeah. So check out the website, check out the products. I told Ernest, like his like the crystals and stuff that's on there, I'm telling y'all, it's when you get it, you go see what I'm talking about. It's not gonna be the same when you get it from somewhere else. And just read the reviews. We just read the reviews. We ain't even gotta expound on it. You know, we not paying these people to tell these extravagant lies.
Right. It's all about experience.
It is. It's all about experience.
Yeah. And yeah, y'all know this channel, we don't promote any fear, and we don't actually push any of our ideologies or practices onto nobody. You know what I'm saying? But we share it, and we share it with transparency to show that, you know, you can do it too. We all can do it. You know what I'm saying? So absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. And if y'all can't feel nothing else, even if you don't agree with what we're saying, you feel the love when you come here. That's why you come here. You know? So thank you to the newbies. Thank you to the day ones. Thank you to the in-betweens. We love y'all. We appreciate all y'all. We do. Yeah. It's www.remnantsgathering.com, I'm pretty sure. There it is.
Yeah.
Thanks, Flex. Yeah.
And I do readings. Like I said, don't get no reading with me unless you really want to know some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to tell you what's gonna make your ego comfortable.
Okay, so like I don't know, I may have shared this, but just so you'll know, and this will be on record. Yeah, like her ability is out of this world. I'll just put it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like when she say stuff like, she probably be holding back, and I know she do, and that's for purposeful reasons.
Yeah.
But like she can call you. She can call you out. We've been together as long as we've been together, and she can tell me when I'm doing something. Like that type of seer ability. So when you're getting a reading from her, just be at peace to know, you know what I'm saying? But like she said, if you're ready for it, she'll definitely get to you. I think you give them a little
I try to ease them in.
you give them a little rope room, little wiggle room. Yeah.
Yeah, I try to ease them in.
Yeah, so if you unafraid, you know, and you ready to dive all in, you're definitely gonna get everything that you need to get going. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And so I'll be doing a weekly reading. We will have Patreon soon. We're working on it. Or we'll have a Patreon set up maybe on the website. So just bear with us.
Yeah, we was looking at it. I don't think we're going to do Patreon.
Yeah, so we may just do it on our own website.
Yeah.
Because we have a occult library, occult books. We have rituals maybe that you have never heard of. Some really ancient practices and stuff. And so we've just been perfecting them and using them. So we want to make sure when we bring it to you all, that it's something where you can really sink your teeth into and see the outcome. So yeah, you gotta do the work. Who? Sightseer? Yeah. Sightseer, peace and love to you. I'm not sure what's going on with you, but I'm sure our tribe is having a very good dialogue. We're responding to you, and we trust whatever they are saying.
Mm-hmm.
But if this is not resonating with you, you know, go where you feel welcome.
Yeah.
Never stay somewhere where you don't feel it resonates with where you are. Okay? You don't ever want to disempower yourself like that. Okay? So this is not for everybody, and that's okay. All right. Baby Al Green. You're baby Al Green.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I am.
Yeah.
Here I am,
absolutely.
Baby.
All right, so we got to make a phone call to a guest that we plan on bringing on the show, and I'm not going to tell you who he is because y'all going to be shocked, but you know, this is just how the universe been setting us up, and we're just really thankful.
Yeah.
So we're going to get off here and make sure we get our babysitter and let her know we on the way before we not be able to do these quiet, non-interrupted lives.
Right.
And thank you. We love y'all. Thank y'all for the donations. Everybody that donated, we are going to do a teaching on what happens when you donate. Like metaphysically, what does that do? You know, does it have an impact? Since a lot of us not participating in church, what can we do with our money to ensure our spiritual growth? He's creating it right now, I'm sure. We're going to do this, okay? We're going to share with you an ancient practice, an ancient Japanese practice concerning your money and what you do with it. So we want to teach you. We want you all to know when you give a donation to us, it's not just to get equipment and shit like that. It's like, how can it benefit you? We want to make sure that the exchange here is level and balanced. You know, so yes, we love you. Thank you. Without your donations, we can't do this without this. You know, real talk. We need each other. So we love y'all. And as we always say,
man, your third eye has just been kissed. Peace.